I don't understand why somebody would do that to a child. Treated him like he was nothing.
Today, the grieving family of 12-year-old Andre Smith Jr. learned that the boy's grandfather has been arrested for the brutal attack that killed him. And the details of that attack are shocking. The Milwaukee boy was beaten and killed with a hammer and other tools. CBS 58's Melissa Zigowetz is live outside MPD with the criminal charges he is now facing. Melissa.
Natalie, 53-year-old Andres Martina is charged with first-degree murder and 4 other counts related to child abuse. We want to warn you, the details of this story are graphic.
He asked me for the chance to, get to know his grandkids.
Alicia McCroy is 12-year-old Andre Smith Jr.'s grandmother. She has had full custody of him since 2017.
Smart kid, very smart, bright. Just love people, love life.
McCroy says Andre and his siblings were just getting to know their grandfather, 53-year-old Andres Martina. He moved back to Milwaukee in May.
Before that, I had no relationship with him.
McCroy admits Martina had a past, but never knew he could be this violent.
It's just heartbreaking. It's more heartbreaking for the sibling that's seen it.
According to the criminal complaint, Martina admitted to police he lost control on Andre. Martina allegedly requested he and his brothers stay the night so they could get school supplies the next morning. According to the criminal complaint, Martina accused Andre of stealing money, and the beating started.
Who knew he would be this evil? The things he did to my nephew was pure evil.
The criminal complaint says Andre was struck in the head with a mallet, sledgehammer, cane, and a coat rack. Martina also choked him with a belt. Andre's 8-year-old brother was also seriously injured when he was beaten.
We just blaming ourselves for just not being there.
Nia Moore is Andre's aunt. She responded to the house after receiving a text Andre was bleeding.
When I got there, it was horrific.
The family is still shocked and wants full justice for Andre.
We ready to look this person in the face and finish telling him that you going to jail for life.
The great-grandmother of Andre was also in the home at the time of the beating. She detailed the event to police but was unable to intervene because she is disabled. Reporting live from Milwaukee, Melissa Zigowetz, CBS 58 News.
This is probably one of the worst cases I've ever seen.
Yeah, the words of a prosecutor today is a man charged with the beating death of his own grandson making his first court appearance. The state laying out charges against 53-year-old Andres Martina, who appeared virtually.
CBS 58's Melissa Zigowetz is live outside the Milwaukee County Courthouse with more on this disturbing case. Melissa.
Yeah, as you can imagine, this was an extremely emotional hearing. The prosecutor says the details in this case are clear and that Martina faces a tremendous amount of time behind bars.
I warned you. I begged you to stay away from my kids.
2 potential life sentences plus 35 years. That's what 53-year-old Andres Martina faces for the brutal death of his 12-year-old grandson, Andre Smith Jr. He's charged with first-degree intentional homicide and 4 other counts related to child abuse.
This is probably one of the worst cases I've ever seen.
According to the criminal complaint, Martina beat Andre for more than 5 hours using items like a sledgehammer and a mallet. Andre's 8-year-old brother was also severely injured. Martina confessed to police that he knew what he was doing when he did it.
The likelihood of conviction here is extremely high.
The state has set a $750,000 cash bail. Martina is also not allowed to contact any family or child under the age of 18.
If you do that, if you attempt to contact any of these people, even to say you're sorry, you may face additional charges.
Martina remained silent during the entire hearing.
I was going to give you a chance, man.
But Andre's mother, Nikita Martina, was given the chance to speak to her father for the first time since the beating.
Andre didn't deserve what you did to him. Ashton didn't either. And I hope you and your mama suffer, and I hope wherever you go, they do to you what you did to my baby.
Martina also remains under the highest level of supervision and GPS monitoring. His next court date is set for September 13th. Reporting live from Milwaukee, Melissa Zigowetz, CBS 58 News.